Poboyspecial here. What in the world have we got all over the table here? No, we don't see any zombie skulls here. But we are going to show you something that is incredible. We are going to put you into, that's right, AK heaven. Not once, but twice. That's right, twice as nice. We've got the chrome plated and we've got the black. So, what is all this here on the table? We're going to put you in AK heaven. How to accessorize your AK, whether you have a chrome one or a black one, this is the stuff for you. You're not going to want to miss the Christmas special here. Oh my gosh, this is going to put you in AK heaven. Alright, let's start out first. We got two kinds of AKs here in case you have one of these. First of all is the Draco C, and as you can see, we're going to go ahead and show you that, yes, nothing in the magazine. We'll set it down here, and nothing. There it is. It is cleared, safe. Alright, so that's the Draco C, and the other one is
just a standard Draco, and I'm not sure if you can see where it says Draco right here, but it's missing the C indicator. And this too is, let's safety check this one. Yeah. There's the empty magazine and there's the empty chamber. Yeah. Matter of fact, I have never personally had a bullet in there yet. This thing has been unfired for me.
Alright, but that's another video. Stay tuned later. We will give you plenty of firing opportunities. Now we're going to go through all these accessories from AK Heaven, and the first one we got here is wrapped up like this, like a mummy. We're going to show you, this is the way, exactly the way we received it, the way it came. Alright, so once again, here it is. It came sealed and came from Apex. Tell us about that while I open this.
Okay, well this came from Apex Gun Parts, and that's from Palmer Lake, Colorado. And as I was looking to purchase the firearm, I knew that I was going to need some more magazines. So Apex had a good price. I spent $16 each on these things, and I got them shipped. Real fast shipping. They did a great job. Thanks, Apex.
All right, and you can see right here on the tag it says made in Bulgaria. So these are made, and I don't know if you can see this, but it's got plenty of nice liquid on it. It's pretty slick to the touch.
Is it slimy?
It's slimy. It's well oiled, if you can see that. So that's the way it came. That's the way we got it. So that's the first thing we got here is the magazine, and that came from Apex. Now let's move on to the next thing we've got lying on the table here, and the next thing is
one thing I need to say about this real quick is this is a 30-round magazine. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a standard capacity magazine for an AK-47. Not high capacity, not super high capacity, not oh my gosh, I'm living in California and they're going to come and arrest me magazine. This is a standard capacity for an AK-47. So 30 rounds is where it's at. So, anytime you hear high capacity, they're not talking about one of these. They're talking about something that should hold 100 rounds or something.
A bazillion rounds.
Yeah.
So the next thing we're going to, on our list here, right here in this box, oh, what have we got behind box number 2? It is the U479 Model 47 Handguard quad rails. That's right, that's what we got here in this box. This is the way it came. We're going to show you, and he's going to show you where it goes and what it's for and what it does.
Okay, the nice brown wood furniture, and I think this is beautiful here. Don't get me wrong. Anybody who chooses to leave their wood furniture on these firearms, I think it's gorgeous. I think it's beautiful wood. However, for me, I wanted to have a few more accessories up there. So in order to get those accessories in place, we're going to replace the wood with those quad rails, which gives us 4 Picatinny rails to put on whatever standard mount stuff we want to put on.
All right, we're back on the quad rail here. While I'm getting this out, we'll tell you where it's from, where we got it from.
Okay, now that's definitely UTG, so it's not one of the more expensive ones that are out there, but I did get it from Amazon.com. Ordered it, and it was $61.13, and that's shipped. So that had a lot to do with why I bought this one. I want to see how well this one's going to hold up. As you can see, I've got well, I don't know if we got the blue Loctite out here or not, but I'm going to start using Loctite on all the screws to make sure they fasten down really tight. And we're going to shoot this thing a lot, and we'll let you know how it works out.
And for all you lay people out there, hold this. Here's what this is supposed to do. This is going to replace all the wood you see right here. It's going to replace this top part and this bottom part. Why? Because you can't mount anything on this wood. You can't mount a flashlight or optics or anything, so we have to take this wood off and replace it with this right here.
The first time.
Wait, I had it right. Wait, let's turn it around. There we go. And replace it. So that's where it's going to go, and that's what's going to look like. This is from the silver version, and if you want to see what it's going to look like with the black version, it's going to replace this nice looking wood here, and it's going to go like that, and that's what it's. So we'll show you all that later. We just wanted to show you what that's for and where it goes.
Yeah.
All right, the next things we're going to do, we got 3 items here. We've got 1, 2, and 3. All these are for optics. The first one we're going to do in the red package there. This is your angle mount. This is a UTG, and it is a tri-slot double rail angle mount. I don't know if you can see that or not, but let me get my thumb out of the way. And it is a quick release. You can see the quick release right there. That's the first thing. We'll go over what the purpose for these are in just a minute. The second one is in the green package, and that in this green package is the RS10 or 10S3. And what it is, it's the riser mount, and it's going to play an important part because you can see that space right here. We'll tell you what that's for in just a minute too. All these are for what's in that box right there that says Bushnell, and in that box that says Bushnell, that is going to be turned upside down and showing our optics.
That is one way to get everything out of here very efficiently, though, I gotta admit. Okay.
And there's the optic. So while we have that out, let's start with that optic and show you all the really cool stuff about it. First of all, we got it from...
this was from Amazon.
That was from Amazon, and it more or less runs about
$83, and that was shipped. So
right.
Shipping was free on this because it was part of that Super Saver deal.
All right, we're going to try and show you something really cool. My partner's going to turn it on, and we're going to try and look down the viewer, and we're going to show you something really, really cool. And let's see if we can do this on. Yes, we can. Look at that right there. Look how bright that red dot is. It is extremely bright, and we've got an extremely bright light behind us. So that's how good it is and how well you can see it.
That is so bright, as a matter of fact, that when I first turned it on and looked at it in the dark room, it was sort of a semi-lit room, it actually hurt my eyes. It looked like the laser was shining directly in my eyes. So I know for a fact that this thing isn't going to get washed out in the daylight.
All right, now let's go over the other 2 things we had here. First, let's go over the standard one. This is the riser mount, and what that is going to do is we're going to put this on the weapon so we can have the option of having that optic that we just saw with this. And the reason, remember when I said I showed you that space right there, this gap right here? That's so we can look through it and see the iron sights as well. We're going to test that to see if that's the case. So we're going to put this on and see if we can see our iron sights through that little space underneath. Now, here's this other thing that we've got. This right here. This is a really cool idea. What's the really cool idea?
Well, if this fails to allow me to see the iron sights through it, I'm going to either have to move the optic out of the way of the iron sights or have something that's so quick release that I can just reach up there, grab it, pull it off very quickly in case the battery dies. And in case you guys were wondering, I hate batteries. I hate anything with batteries, especially on my firearms. In my personal opinion, the batteries will die right as you most need it. So what I try to do is give myself options, either through co-witnessing through the optic. And co-witnessing literally means that you can see the iron sights directly through the optic, or being able to remove the optic so quickly out of the way that it won't stop me from staying in whatever I'm in the middle of, whether it be competition or just fun shooting or even, you know, God forbid if
zombie
I,
slaying.
yeah, if I got into a zombie slaying situation. The third thing is, and this is what this gives you the option of. This has so it's on top, and let me go ahead and take this out for you. On top, it's got a flat mount like normal. It's a standard flat mount on top. But then there's an angle mount on the side right here. So I can either have it right here, or I can have it over here and be able to see the iron sights right through there. So that's what we're about to test out on this, and see if we can use this as more of a less intrusive sight system than what a standard red dot is.
Okay, so let me show you what we're trying to say here. Let's say that the optic is right here, and let me see that optic right. Let's say it's right here on our quad rail system. We're wanting to see the iron sights. We're wanting to be able to look through the iron sights, and that's what the riser's for, so we can look underneath it. So if the battery goes out, we can still use the iron sights by looking underneath it, or using the quick release system to just get rid of the optics. What he's saying there is the optics is side mounted, which means it's mounted to the side like this, so that it does not interfere with the iron sights anyways.
Absolutely.
So that's what we were talking about. Next thing we got on the table here is your hand mount, or handle, or whatever you want to call it.
Foregrip.
Foregrip, and you see that it's attached to a pressure sensorized plate here for a tactical flashlight. Now, before we go into this, I want to make sure that you know that the AKs that we showed you earlier here are not fully sized AKs, they're pistol versions. They're considered pistol versions, so if we mounted a foregrip onto it like this, that would be considered a huge federal no-no, because then it would be classified as something else. So make sure you know that we did not put that on there, and we don't recommend it because that would be breaking the law, and that's not what Poboyspecial is about. So always check your local and federal laws before attaching anything to your weapon.
That's right. That being said, what we're going to have to find out how to do on this is the pressure plate is pretty permanently attached to this foregrip. So we're going to have to do a little bit of engineering, find a really good way to remove this without doing any damage to it, and reattach it to the AK in order to get the flashlight on there. And we'll keep you apprised of how that's going. That will probably be a phase 2 of what we're going to do. Yeah, so but that is an attachment that I'm going to put. I'm going to have a pressure sensitive flashlight. The thing you don't want to have on any gun is a spotlight telling maybe a bad guy where you are. So with this particular type of flashlight, it doesn't turn on unless you press the pressure plate. So if you need it dark, if you need where your position is to be dark, that's fine. But when it's time for you to pull the trigger, it's nice for you to be able to see where you're shooting at. And that's where these come in really handy.
Right. And while we're talking about federal and local laws, we might as well go ahead and get to this one while we're at it.
Perfect. Good
and so this is a UTG Bipod right here. This UTG Bipod, show you the back of it here, a shooter's bipod. Now, if you attach it to the under part of your AK right here, then if it is molded or in any way, shape, form, or fashion like this, then that is a big no-no, a big federal no-no. So we found this bipod, and it is around here considered okay and legal to mount it this because it is a bipod. It is not a four-end handle in any style, shape, form, or fashion.
No, it's not built for a handle. It's not to be used as a handle. It's a bipod. So in order to give extra stability when we're shooting at any long distances with our pistol, this thing folds out like this. It's just got a little button release that allows you to fold it like this. So, and what you're looking at is actually the back of it. It will actually aim forward on the gun. So if you'll hold your gun up here again real quick, the Draco, please. It will actually rest like this. Now I don't know exactly where on that quad rail I'm going to mount it, but it's gonna look like that. And then whenever I need to pull out a bipod, there it is, and it folds out like that, and so it'll be underneath like there. And so whenever I need to shoot at any distance whatsoever, I can rest it on something and get a good solid stabilization platform from that. And that's what that's really good for.
And I don't know if we told you about how much it was running, but from UTG, where did we get it, and about how much was it running?
Amazon.com. It ran about $21. I think it's some change, and shipping was free. $21.44.
Hey, we love free. That's the Poboyspecial way.
I'm
Free,
telling you.
cha-ching,
Free
cha-ching,
shipping.
free.
And I gotta throw out an attaboy to Nuttin' Fancy. I saw a video on this by him. He said he's not a real expensive hardware bigot. Neither am I, as far as that's concerned. In my opinion, if it's stupid and it works, then it's not stupid. This isn't stupid, and it does work, and it feels really solid. It's a good piece of equipment. So thanks, Nuttin' Fancy, for the advice on that. I took it, and I got a really good piece of equipment on that one.
All right. Next thing we got on our AK Heaven list here is our laser bore sighter. Obviously, you can see that it came in the box here, 7.62 by 39, which
I actually wrote that on there. It just came in a regular white box, and it was made in China. So I apologize for all American workers out there.
But here's your laser bore sighter here when we put the batteries in and get it all working.
Matter of fact, I'll do that right now.
What it's going to do is, remember how we made sure that this was safe and nothing in it. It will go in here where the bullet goes, and goes exactly where the bullet, as if the bullet were chambered, and it goes right down the barrel and points the laser out the barrel, so we can sight in either our iron sights and adjust it, or the new optics that we just got done showing you about. So this laser bore sighter came from where?
This was from Amazon.com, and here you go. That shows the laser and how that looks on that.
All right, we can show you that we just put it together, and there you go. You can see the red dot lasering around.
Absolutely.
It's lasering. All right, let's put it in the bore and show you what. All right. You can hear me
You'll
here.
hold it back. I'll drop it in there. Please do not hold it up so that I can drop it in there.
We're going to show you here.
Goes right in there. And then
right where the bullet goes.
Release it nice and slow. And then you can see how it's a nice, crisp, clear dot coming out of that. It's got a little bit of reflection off the barrel, but nothing too bad. I can see it very clearly as to where it is. And at any distance, you're going to see where your iron sights, where your optics are being set up at, and everything else. Now, why did I spend? Now, this cost me a whopping $5 plus $5 shipping and handling off of Amazon. Now, why did I spend the $5 on this? Because in all reality, these things right here cost money. And I can use that little laser on everybody's AK that I run across that needs to help sight it in. Now, do I think that little laser bore sighter is going to get me absolutely as perfect as shooting bullets through the barrel? No, I don't. I think once I get it lased in, then I'll have it at least on paper so that when I go into to actually do my fine tuning on my windage and elevation, I'll have the option to do that, and it'll be on paper, so I'll be able to see where it's hitting.
All right, let's take it out here and ready to catch.
Yep.
And
Fell at the bottom.
And we just tested the durability of it. Is it still working?
Well, it was made in China, and it's still ticking, so that I guess we're okay on that one.
So it is still working.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we ejected it, it dropped, and it's still working. All right, let's see what we got next. Next on our list, what good is any of this without ammo? And the ammo we chose was, we just wanted to go the Poboyspecial way. Cheap, but it's an AK. It'll shoot anything you put into it. So what's the inexpensive ammo we found? We found this ammo right here, Tula Ammo, Russian. And Tula Ammo is supposed to be made from the manufacturer from Tula, which is a really good manufacturing company. All right, and it came out to be when we ordered this Tula Ammo, more or less around 21, 22 cents a round.
Absolutely, yeah.
And obviously when you buy it in bulk, and which is about 1,000 rounds or more, you can get a little bit cheaper. It is these were hollow points, and
now I did try to order full metal jackets. I don't know if I pressed the wrong button, if their computer screwed up on their end. Everything says it's jacketed hollow points. I was trying to find buy some full metal jackets at 122 grains. I don't think it's really going to matter.
That's a good point.
That's a big bullet going very fast out of this gun. It is steel, as you can see. The casing is steel, and the bullet is it's copper coated. So, but the steel, there's a lot of people out there that have a problem with shooting steel out of their guns. Out of my AR-15, I do have a slight issue with that. I think that it will wear out my gun faster. However, out of an AK-47, my gosh, it's built like a tank, and it's a hammer that shoots a bullet. I do not think this will ever damage that gun whatsoever, and I think that the gun was built to handle this. Matter of fact, from what I understand, AK-47s can do damage on brass ammo, where it is what runs the steel ammo quite well. So I guess I'm going to put that to the test when I go shoot it.
And I look at it this way. Let me see if I can find it right here. Yep, right here. It says, made in Russia. And so the AK-47 was designed by a Russian.
Yeah, Kalashnikov, right?
Russian ammo, Russian weapon. I think they go hand in hand, if you know what I'm saying.
By the way, I found this at SGA Ammo, and it was a really good deal on it. Again, fast shipping. They really took care of me. I really do appreciate it.
All right. All right, what do we got next here? This is a buffer or recoil pad, and this is called an AK-47 Valmet Galil recoil buffer. I don't know if that focused in on that, but there we go. And what it's supposed to do, let me show you what it's supposed to do. All right, what this buffer pad is for. I'm going to show you on this one because it's easier to see on the chrome one than it is on the black one. You just take the back off here like this. Alright, and it's going to fit in, here's your spring. Alright, and it's going to fit in the back right here. When we take this open, I'm not going to install this, I'm just showing you where it goes and what it's for. You can see it right here. It's going to go in the back right here. In the back, and what that's supposed to do is it's supposed to keep the metal from hitting metal all the time like this, going bang bang bang, hitting that metal. So this is supposed to reduce that metal on metal and supposed to reduce recoil, but we'll show you the installation of that and later on in a video to see if it really does everything that I just said. So that's what that's for. Alright, here's what we got next. We got two things and they kind of go hand in hand. We got this right here and this right here. What are they? Well, these are little colored front posts. Colored front posts. Yes, what they're supposed to do, they're made by Tapco. I got these, or we got these from cheaperthandirt.com is where these came from. You go into the front sight here, there's a little post here where the front sight is. It's black. They all come in black, they're black metal. So if you've got a black rear sight and a black front sight and what you're aiming at is black, it's really hard to see the front sight here with the back sight. So to remedy that, if you had a high visibility color front post sight, it's easier sight acquisition and post so you can see it very well. Now, how does this work? How in the world are you going to get this onto here? That's what this is for. This is your sight removal and installation tool, also from cheaperthandirt.com. Oh, I forgot to say, these were about $5 or $6 for that whole pack, and this was about $12 to $13. So, in order to do it, you have to have a tool like this to take this one out and to put these in. You just choose your color that you want, install it, you're done. This also does two things. This will adjust for elevation and windage. Multi-double tool. This is the one we recommend, the metal one, the high grade, military grade metal one. They make this little key one, but everybody had problems with it breaking off and not being very sturdy and reliable. Everybody's given really good reviews on the metal military version, so that's the one we got. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to install a different colored front sight post using this tool and one of these colors that we choose. We'll show you, we'll surprise you later on.
Awesome. And then,
alright, then we got a Hogue grip. This came from the sportsmansguide.com, and this was about $7 or $8, not very expensive. And what it does is, I've already put it on here, it is a rubber grip. You can see that how I can peel it up. It's a rubber grip that slips on, so you've got a really good grip on it in case your hands are wet or sweaty, or if this right here, this is just a composite that gets really slippery. So I put this little Hogue grip on it so I can get a really good grip on that to
yeah, it looks like it would really add to the purchase on that firearm. It really does.
Yeah, it gives you really something to get a good grip and hold on. So that's what we got here, and let's see what else we got. Alright, we're almost done with our wonderful AK from Heaven list. We just wanted to show you that all of this did not cost us $1 million. That's the most important part right here. It did not cost us $1 million. So, all in all, for all this stuff that you just saw, we spent more or less around...
That's probably $200, maybe $230.
Maybe in between $200, $230, you get all the stuff that we just said. So, we got a little break-free action back there, and we're going to lube the AK just a little bit, not too much, but now comes for the installation, but we need a brake. What are we going to use for the brake?
This is the zombie survival can.
That's right, zombie survival can. We're going to take a break and drink this zombie survival juice. And this zombie survival can, you say, drink entire contents, fill can with rocks, and throw it at the zombie. Substitute for gas mask in case of toxic cloud. Use can to collect rainwater or dispose of can property because sounds of litter can make zombies go to your presence. So there's your zombie survival can. Let's take a break and have a drink without spending $1 million. So we'll be back in just a minute. Alright, we wanted to give you a view of both of the ones that we have here that we're going to put all those accessories on. First of all, we got the black one here, and second of all, we got the chrome one here. We're going to let you, our models, tell you which one they like best. So first of all, ladies first, we have Miss Storm here. Tell us which one you like the best out of the two.
I like that one.
You like the chrome one.
Why do you like that one better? It's chrome, right? It's pretty. It's silver. Yeah. Okay. Okay. She nodded her head, folks.
All right. And what's a good safety tip to remember?
Never hold it up to your cheek because it can kick.
That's right. Never hold it up close to your cheek because it does have a little bit of recoil kick to it, and we wouldn't want her to hurt her cute little cheek. All right. So now, back to Poboy Jr. here. Which one do you like better?
Once he puts all that stuff on, I like that gun better. But for now, I like this one because it has this and...
This meaning the
Hogue grip.
The Hogue grip, so you can get a better grip, right?
Yeah. And I like the material and...
You like the material like the color?
No.
Oh, the material of the grip is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the wood and stuff. And this does, like, it has a very powerful kick and it can blow up stuff. Like a pumpkin.
The pumpkin, yeah, we'll show you that in another video. All right, so there you go. wanted to get their opinions on which one they like the best, which one you like the best. Let's tack them out, let's put stuff on them, and we'll come back to it later and see what you think of this.
And you saw the laser, and the laser does attract dogs and cats.
Yes, it works great for a cat or dog toy as well. They love to chase it.